Wonder Dad Gaming. Of course, I am Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. Thank you for joining me today. I know it has been quite a while since I have put a video out. It has been quite crazy around here. I mean, summer is going on. You know, the kids have got their things that they got going on. Work's been crazy. I mean, I'm an auto mechanic, so people have been coming in getting their cars fixed and things like that. Last week I was going to put out a video, but we had like really bad rainstorms here, and my studio actually flooded, so I was more concerned about trying to keep the studio dry than actually like putting out a video. So I know it has been a while, and I do apologize. I do have some more videos coming down the pipeline that I have been working on, so do stay tuned for those. I will try to get back to more of a regular schedule, but of course, being the summer, it's harder just because there's so much going on. There's more sunlight, you know, things like that with the kids, you know, not in school. So I try to do my best to get these videos out when I can. So do bear with me that I'm not able to get them out on a weekly basis like I'd like to. Now, of course, in the winter time, there's less going on and stuff like that. I'm able to put out content more regularly. So do want to get that out of the way real quick, just because, like I said, it has been a little while since I put out a video. So what do we got today? Today we got a new keyboard review. Of course, I have done quite a few keyboard reviews. Started with the On gaming keyboard, then I did the Uni keyboard, and of course now, and I also did the Rocat. Don't forget about the Rocat. So we got a new one today. Now what we got here is the Dierya DK63. This is a wireless Bluetooth keyboard. This one, it also can run in wired mode. This does connect to Android, iOS, Windows 10. So basically, most of the big receivers right now. So you can use this with an Android phone, a Chromebook. You can use it with your iPhone, your MacBook Pro, or whatever you got. This will pair with it as long as it is. Boom! I have all the lists over here for a reason. As long as it is Android 4.4 higher, or it works with the iPhone 6s and up. So, and let's say Mac operating, yeah, most Mac operating systems. So I have to have the list up here because there's so many little things about this keyboard that I needed the list. But like I said, it's Bluetooth, but it does do wired. And there's different versions of this. There's a white one. There's this black one. I got the black one. I know normally I do get white ones, but this one I got black because this is my mobile keyboard. So when I'm out and about with a laptop and stuff, I really don't like my laptop keyboard. So I take this with me, especially if I want to do a little mobile gaming and stuff like that. I'll have the keyboard with me. But this does really work really well with my phone and stuff too. So this is a 60% keyboard. Actually, they call it a 60%, but it's more of a 63% keyboard. And the reason it's a 63% is actually has dedicated arrow keys over here, where actually most 60% have, they don't have dedicated arrow keys at all. They're just the board, and that's it. Then you get the 65%, which the 65% usually have a delete key right here, where this one doesn't. So this kind of exists in its own little territory. It's kind of strange, but it works really well. Like I said, there's different key configurations too. You can get to some blue, brown, and red. So brown, what is it? Brown tactile, red linear, or is it red? It's a brown linear. I always forget the layouts. Red is linear, brown is tactile, and blue is clicky. Of course, I have blue because everyone knows, if you watch my channel, I like the blue clicky keycaps or switches. So what we're going to do is we will bring these, what we'll do is we'll go over what comes in the box, and then we'll bring it in so you guys can see this really up close. We'll show off how these keycaps are, show you the RGB, show you all the little things about it, and all the quirks and little things, and build construction. Then we will back off, and I will give you my conclusions. I have been using this keyboard for, I'd like to say, about 3 months. So I've had this one a while, so I know its ins, its outs, how well it works, its shortcomings, things like that. So I will be able to give you actually more of a long-term review with this one. It's not like I just got the keyboard, used it for like a week or a few days, and then like, yep, here's my review. No, I've actually had some time with this one. So Well, of course, what first comes in the box is the keyboard. Then you have a keycap puller. The standard wired style. Actually, this is one of my more favorite ones. Other keyboards come with usually these little hard plastic ones, which are okay for like the space bar and the enter key, you know, larger keys. But in all, I really like this style. And comes with 4 keycaps. This is supposed to take place of either the exit key or the function key. You can switch these out. These, you couldn't really use it on this for like the Windows key because the Windows key is a little too big. So these are more your standard keycap. So you have 2 of the same of each one. So there's 2 ones with crowns on them, which of course when we do the close-up I'll show you these really close. These are the crowns, and that's the Dierya logo. And then there's these ones with these V's on them. I'll hold it correctly. The V's on them, like that. And those are for the other company that works with that. Actually was more of a, they're kind of the same company. It's kind of weird how they ship things out. There's Dierya, then there's KeyMove. So the V one is for KeyMove, the crowns are for Dierya. And the last thing that comes in the box is your USB-C cable, because this does have a USB-C port located right here. And it does come with a really nice braided, really, like I said, when we get close, I'll show you this in closer detail. Nice braided USB-C that does have a 90-degree on it. And the USB plug that it uses is one of these plugs that no matter what, you can't plug it in upside down, which actually I won't lie, I really like this. Even when I'm not using this keyboard, I'm actually using this cable to plug in my other keyboards or plug in like my controller when I'm gaming on my Xbox through my monitor and stuff like that. So actually, I won't lie, the cable on this is really nice. Of course, let's go over price point real fast. What does this cost? Well, sometimes you can find it on sale for about 45 bucks. Average price I have seen this is about $52. So the advantage of, and this is, of course, this is not hot swappable. These, whatever keys you buy, this is what you get. Now, Dierya does, of course, make other keyboards that are hot swappable. So if you're into wanting to get a hot swappable 60% keyboard, look into them. They do have quite a few of them. This is not. This is these are soldered onto the board. So it basically whatever keys you order, that's what's you're gonna get. What else is it about it real quick? Of course, 1900 mAh battery in it, so it does have quite a bit of life. We'll turn the RGB on when we get closer. So let's go ahead, bring it in, show you guys all of its features and everything like that, and then we will talk about it and see if I say it's a good keyboard or if it's a bad keyboard. Now that we're going to do the close-up, I'm going to go over specs really fast, and while we're doing that, I will go ahead and turn this on so you can see the RGB effects. There's the startup, and voila, full RGB. So, as I did state before, this is a Bluetooth. It actually can connect to 3 different USB or actual Bluetooth devices. So, I believe it does come with a booklet. I do have it. Here they are. 1, 2, and 3. So you have 3 separate devices connected to this keyboard. So if you have one, say, dedicated your computer, then you have one dedicated your phone, you can easily switch between them just by using function and then selecting which one you want to use. This does have a 1900 mAh battery, which they claim, I believe they claim about 40 hours of battery life on this. I usually get about 30 with the RGB on and turned down. It says 8 different lighting effects, which the way you change lighting effects is you hit the function button and you hit this little guy over here. That kind of has that reactive, and then this is just on. You know, there's some basic ones, but there are some cool ones in here. Like there's this like circle one, the wave, lines, different lines of different colors, which is kind of cool. Then this is just like wherever you hit, that's where it's going to light back up. Or function there. This is just kind of like scattered RGB. Then you got like the waveform, another version of scattered, solid, Then you got the I call this one the Night Rider. And then this is that kind of wave pulse. This is the one I normally go with. So that was the lighting effects. Of course, it is a 60% keyboard, so it is much smaller than, say, a regular one. I'll grab a regular one real fast, just to give you guys kind of an idea of size comparison. So this, of course, everyone remembers that other video, which I will have a card for right up here right now, so you guys can check this out. This is the standard full-size keyboard. So as you can see, there is a very big difference between them. So as you can see here, this much more room. It takes up so much less space on your desk. So if you are in an area where you do not have as much space that you want, this layout here is going to be nicer than this one because it just takes up so much less space. So let's get back to it. Now, of course, this is a mechanical keyboard. It does use mechanical switches. I'll go ahead and pop this guy off right here. There. And in and pull. Okay. As you guys can see, I did get the blue configuration. Nice clicky keys, which I love. I love clicky keys. Now, the company that makes these is owned by Kale switches. Or they make the, of course, the Kale switches. Now, Kale switches are absolutely one of my favorite type of switches. I feel they have a very nice, crisp, clean break. So if you do enjoy Kale switches, this is a good option. These are good for 50 million keystrokes. So you're typical. Okay, let's go ahead and go over keycaps real fast. I'll show you guys up close what these look like. Hopefully it focuses. So these are the keycaps that come with it. Now, these are not PTF keycaps or double shot or anything like that. I mean, there is some decent shine through, as you guys can see here, but these are painted. Actually, right there, I bumped my computer with it, and as you can see, it did take a little bit of the paint off. So that's going to be a downside of this. That's definitely going to be a con, because these are painted. They're just not going to hold up to like something like here. I'll grab one of these keycaps right here on my other keyboard. Come here. So like these ones are double shot ABS, so these ones aren't going to wear out like something like this are. So just kind of something to keep in mind. And of course, finding keycaps for this is going to be hard. I mean, the reason it's going to be so hard to find keycaps for this is because, and this is usually most with all 60% keyboards, is as you can see here, a lot of these keys have different functions. So your F1, F2, F3, all these are here. So you have to hit function, then those, like your deletes in a, where is the delete? I know that has a delete key. You have to hit delete. It's somewhere in here. Anyways, that's probably, I know it does have one. But it's in a, yeah, here it is, delete. So it's in a really weird location. So you have to hit function and then delete. So with this keyboard, I recommend get whatever color you want, either the black one or the white one, and you're going to pretty much stick with that one, because with these, the way these keycaps are laid out, with all the multi-functions that each one of them have, you're never going to find like custom keycaps. You can find custom keycaps, but I hope you memorize everything that these keys do. But of course, finding the ones that have these special sizes, it's going to be tricky. So like I said, this one is not custom keycap friendly. So I will put that out there right now. If you're looking to put custom keycaps on it, I would not recommend this board. There is other boards out there that they make that is a little bit more compatible, but this one, I would recommend it. And of course, last but not least, what comes in the box, other than the manual, but that's somewhere. Anyways, is the USB-C. Again, it's a nice 90 degree, so when it's plugged in, it just sits here. Let's plug it in real quick. It sits nicely against there, real nice. But of course, if you have your computer on the other side, it can go the other way. So you do have just two options really. On the back, of course, you do have your feet, rubber mounts everywhere around, and there is, of course, your power button. But what I really like about this USB is also this plug. So no matter what, whatever you have this plugged into, you don't have to worry about being up or, plug. We've all been there. We try to plug it in and just, oh crap, gotta flip it, and then you're gonna put it in again. This one, you don't have to worry about that. It'll plug in every single time the right way. So that is pretty much everything I got going for this thing. Trying to keep this video somewhat short, but me, I get on my ramblings and talk about everything that I find about these and stuff like that. So that's just, like I said, the specs. It also does come with a 1-year warranty. So if, say, a switch goes bad, or something breaks, like a stabilizer breaks or something like that, then they will cover it. But real quick, speaking of stabilizers, I will pull this off. It's using these yellow stabilizers that I haven't really seen before, and I won't lie, they're actually really nice. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to do a quick typing on this so you guys can have kind of an idea of what this sounds like. So I'll go ahead and try to shut up so you guys can hear it. Okay, that's a quick typing test just to let you guys hear what it sounds like, and we'll go ahead and go back up top, and I will give you my conclusion if I recommend. Okay, now that we're back, final conclusions. Do I think this keyboard is worth your time and your money? Yes. The reason I'm saying that is when I originally bought this was strictly going to be for my mobile setup. I was just going to use it, honestly, just for my laptop or my phone or something like that. And I wasn't going to use it a lot because it's small. I can easily throw it in a bag. You can actually buy a carrying case for this that's not that big. But I ended up using it, and I won't lie, I actually kind of fell in love with this keyboard. It became my main for a while, actually. I liked the ability to keep a lot of space on my desk opened up. I really like the switches in it because they were very clean, crisp switches. Because, like I said, I'm a clicky guy. I like the clicky keyboards. Some people hate clicky keyboards. They like the quieter, like the linears or the tactiles. Me, I love clicky. Just maybe from being a kid growing up in the 80s, a lot of the keyboards that were back then were clicky. So maybe that's why I like them. But I do, and so does my wife, which is I'm thankful for, because she doesn't mind when she hears me click, click, click a bunch. So a little ASMR for that, anyways. So I bought it for that, and then, like I said, that became my main. And now, like I said, the switches in here is a company that is also owned by Kale. Of course, Kale. Now, as you see, it did shut off real quick. It does do that to save battery life, but if you just tap it, it turns back on. So that is nice. It does do things to try to save battery life. Anyways, before I was interrupted. I love Kale switches. Actually, my current keyboard that I'm running right now. I'm gonna grab it here real quick, and I do have a video for this one coming out, because this is a keyboard that surprised me a lot. This is the Royal Clutch RK84. I ended up putting in, see, this one shuts off too. I put in Kale bronze speed switches in this one. Absolutely adore those switches. They're great. Really nice clicky tactile or clicky feel to them. Love them. So, but before getting that keyboard, I really didn't have an experience with Kale, or before this keyboard. I had more experience with Cherry and actually Gateron, and of course our off brands that were famous in the on gaming keyboard notes. But Kale I wasn't really, but I loved the way this one, the keys, the switches in this one. So that put me down the path of getting more Kale switches. But I love the form factor. Probably the one thing I don't care about on it is sometimes to find out the battery life for this one, it's a little clunky. You got to hit function, then the battery key, and then you got to hold it for a little while, wait for the light to turn. That part's a little annoying. Other than that, I mean, there's really not much shortcomings I really have for this. It's nice and weighty. It really doesn't have, it has like no deck flex whatsoever, It's actually plastic surrounding. There's no, it's not an aluminum casing. It's actually plastic. But this thing, it doesn't flex. It's pretty weighty. The battery life is really good. I wish it did tell you that it was about to run out of battery, like this light flashing or something, but unfortunately, let's be honest, when most of us are gaming, we're not looking down at the keyboard to see if the battery light's on. So one thing I would say, if you do get with this one, yeah, you can totally run it in USB or Bluetooth. I personally, when I used it as my main, I just used it in wired mode. I liked it better. I did not find any latency when I did have it in Bluetooth, because this is Bluetooth 5.1. So I had zero latency issues. I couldn't tell, honestly. I couldn't tell the difference between this and wired, honestly. So all in all, yes, this is a good keyboard. We did talk about a couple of shortcomings, which was the keycaps. So like I said, there's a black one and there's a white one. Get the color you want, because unless you're weird and you want like a black body with the white keys, and you'll buy both of them. But whatever you want to do, you do yourself. But the advantage of these companies that are coming out right now, like Dierya, these have been out for a little while, is the big companies right now, like Razer, ROG, Corsair, they're all coming out with these 60% wireless keyboards. And they're asking an insane amount of money for them. I believe the new Huntsman Mini is like over like $180 or over 150. I think that it's a lot. These are $52. These are not bad at all. I mean, you could buy 3 of these for one of those. And honestly, the quality is pretty much the same, because a lot of those big box or the big company keyboards don't have hot swappable switches. So you'd have to tear down the board anyways. You want to replace the switch anyways. Honestly, don't buy one of those. Save your money. Get one of these. Trust me, these are better. They're nice. Yeah, they don't have a wireless dongle, but the Bluetooth on this works really well. Like I said, now if you're not interested in this keyboard, just go on Amazon, check out Dierya themselves. They have many different keyboards. Quite a few. They have an optical one. They have a hot swappable switch one. And they're all these small, compact design ones. They're not. I think the biggest one they make is like a compact 10 keyless, but they're all small. They're not any much bigger than these guys. I think the biggest one they make is about the size of my Royal Clutch. So, well, that's all I got for you today. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It does help out the channel. If you are new here and you do like this type of content where we go over budget items, like I said, I could go over the Razer Huntsman Mini 60% wireless, but honestly, that's expensive. If I could buy 3 of these for that, yeah, I'm not buying it. Sorry. You can go to the bigger channels that can afford that stuff. I can't. So, because all the stuff here I buy with my own money, so these are my own opinions, my own thoughts, and my own experiences. I'm not paid by anybody to do these videos. I do them for myself. I enjoy doing them, and I keep getting people texting me. Trouble about wearing a watch. So if you do like this stuff, consider subscribing. We try to do review videos every week. We always do budget-friendly items. I have quite a few on the channel, different keyboards, PC components, monitors, all this kind of stuff. So we do all kinds of stuff in the tech spectrum that we can do that are budget-friendly and things like that, that of course saves you guys some money. Because let's be honest, we don't want to go out there on Amazon and we see these products and they all have 1,000 reviews and they're all kind of like iffy reviews. So it's just nice to have channels like myself who go out there, they buy the products to let you know, are they any good? So like I said, consider subscribing. Of course, liking the video always helps out the channel. We're growing every single day. Of course, we do live streams. We do live streams usually. The reason I say usually, like I said, right now is summer. It's a little hard to get all my live streams in right now, but I am getting them in when I can. Tuesdays, we do usually some kind of first-person shooter. Wednesday, we usually do Wartime Wednesday, which can range from anything like Battlefield, things like that. Fridays, we usually do Fortnite, and Saturdays, we haven't done really much in the Saturdays of lately, but it's kind of a whatever we feel like kind of thing. So, and we do have some VR content that we do around here too, and we do have some horror gameplay videos coming out soon. So if you want to watch me scream like a little girl, go ahead and check those out. Those will be heading on the channel very soon. So Thank you for joining me today. Of course, I am Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to catch you on the next live stream or next review video. And as always,